Item number 4 on the agenda is consider approval to adopt the new classification of EMTA at the Marion County EMS to practice within the Marion County EMS protocol.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Elder.
Yes.
Mr. Marshall. Mr. Wicker. Mr. Webb.
Yes.
Mr. Bishop.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Item number 5, consider approval of the County Road Aid Cooperative Agreement in the amount of $1,029,989.11.
Motion.
Second.
Yes.
Mr. Bishop.
Yes.
Mr. Webb.
Yes.
Mr. Elder.
Yes.
Mr. Wicker.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Item number 6 on the agenda is consider approval to use McGregor and Associates for HRA plan coverage per state mandate.
Motion.
Second. Mr. Marshall.
Yes.
Mr. Bishop.
Yes.
Mr. Quill. Yes. Mr. Wicker. Mr. Elder.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Judge, real quick, so thus far, I've had nothing but good reports in regards to the insurance. Is that what the same thing?
This is something else that they provide. It's that we know we're in compliance when they're doing this.
That's
It's a
correct.
new requirements, PCORI, as they call it. So
But as far as our change in the health insurance and so forth, everything seems to be going okay?
things seems to be fine. Seems to be good.
I've heard nothing bad.
Item number 7 on the agenda is consider approval to accept sheriff's excess fee in the amount of $10,000.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Masters.
Yes.
Mr. Bishop.
Yes.
Mr. Quill.
Yes.
Mr. Elder. Yes. Mr. Wicker.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Thank you, sir.
Item number 8 on the agenda is consider approval of service agreement from RCS for the repeater in the amount of $630. John Arthur, you might be able to
Yeah,
kind of
that's
tell what
the,
this is.
that's the emergency management transmitter out at the tower site that we use, emergency management use, Chris would use.
Salt Springs Road?
Yes, sir.
One up there.
And primarily, it's used for emergency management, also as like a mutual aid or backup for all the fire departments, rescue squads.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Masters.
Yes.
Mr. Quill.
Yes.
Mr. Bishop. Yes. Mr. Wicker.
Yes.
Mr. Elder.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Item number 9 on the agenda is consider approval of forklift purchase pursuant to state recycling grant. Keith's got to go somewhere right pretty quick, so he's going to go ahead and give his report now while he's talking about.
I appreciate y'all about the grant, approving that grant. That grant will come forward. We'll get the check for that probably the end of June, but we really need to forklift at the recycling center as quickly as we can get it. So we won't be billed till after July 1 for the forklift and it's come out of the grant. But of course, anything we do with the grant, I want to go ahead and get the court to approve it. We actually got a grant from noted in my departmental report, and it was about $229,408. They approved everything that we put in for the grant, including the educational portion for the Letters Enterprise and also Channel 6. We submitted the edge for advertising, and they approved 100% of everything. But we needed to forklift pretty quickly at the center, because about a month ago, we changed the vendors that we use. Somerset and Recycling used to come up and buy all the commodities. They would bring a forklift with them. Now we want QRS. They can't come up and do it anymore because the price of recyclables has gone down so much. So we've traded now with QRS Recycling out of Louisville. And they've really treated us well, but we have to have a forklift to load it. They send the truck up and we have to load it. And the city has made a loading ramp, and we need that Toyota forklift that the grant's going to provide as quickly as we can get it. So I appreciate you approving that. It won't come out of our general fund budget, it'll come out of the grant fund and not till after July 1st.
Motion.
Second. Thank you, Keith.
Mr. Elder.
Yes.
Mr. Masters.
Yes.
Anything else, Keith?
Yes.
Mr. Quill.
Yes.
Mr. Wicker.
Just that road name,
Road.
we need to do that.
Well has a road that has been agreed to be named off of Fisher Creek. How many times has on there, like,
7 or 8. There's
7 or 8 families.
several.
And it's, we're gonna name it Garland Lane, Garland.
Is that,
They originally wanted to name it Garland Garrett, but there's a Garrett lane already, so that was conflict with the post office. So they're gonna.
And he's okayed that? Okay.
Garland Lane.
Motion.
second?
After you know one purposes on it.
Yes. Road's just a private lane.
Mr. Webb,
Yes.
Mr. Yoder,
Yes.
Mr. Master,
Yes.
Mr. Wicker,
Yes.
Mr. Bishop,
Yes.
unanimous.
Do I need to who notifies them or?
You can notify them that it is approved, and, we'll go ahead and get the post office changed.
Okay. You gotta get the address, you already arranged it, but,
We've already arranged and done the address.
okay, okay.
Mr. Brock, thank you for the grant. You did a tremendous job on that.
Very good
That's a great asset. 200-some
It's one of the
thousand.
4 highest grants that was awarded in the state for recycling.
Yeah, I saw that. That's good job, buddy.
Appreciate it very much.
There's only one other county that I listed in my department report, Pulaski County, got a little more than we did, and they've got a population of 63,000 people. So we were the only single county that got it, that got that much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Okay, you got anything else? Be careful going to.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Item number 10 on the agenda is consider approval of the appointment of Byron Richardson to the Deputy Emergency Management position.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Yoder,
Yes.
Mr. Webb,
Yes.
Mr. Bishop,
Yes.
Mr. Master,
Yes.
Mr. Wicker.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Item number 11 on the agenda is consider approval of the second reading and adoption of fiscal year in 2016. 17, I'm sorry.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Yoder,
Yes.
Mr. Master,
Yes.
Mr. Bishop, Mr. Webb,
Yes.
Mr. Wicker.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Item number 12 on the agenda is consider approval of the budget transfer to the Marion County Detention Center. Elaborate on,
Just the one that the state,
you want,
it seems that the Department of Corrections had a shortfall in their budget, and we was unable to be invoiced in April for our staff day, and then we got stuck behind May's housing and May's staff bill, and then we got notice from the state that they was broke, so they wasn't gonna be able to pay us, so we were first told that the money would be transferred and allocated by July 1st, which put us in the next budget year. So that's what we worked off of the first few weeks, made several phone calls. Representative Mills, Senator Higdon have been on the phone with Frankfurt folks, myself, and it come down to the governor has made the cut loose of some rainy day funds to push over in necessary services expenses into the budget, and that we did have a reconciliation notice come 2 days ago, which usually the check follows that. But as of today at this meeting, that check has not followed, so the best bet is us to be prepared for it not to be here. But
So did the governor say the check's in the mail?
yeah, that's what we did.
Okay.
Where?
That's exactly.
It kind of, that's,
You heard it before?
yeah, I never got the check.
But the only positive note is we did get a reconciliation notice, and that usually is about 2 days prior to the check. But we can't, this is 4 o'clock, this is our last meeting for this budget, so I think you have to make
Yes.
necessary approvals just in case it doesn't.
we did receive something today, didn't we, Kevin?
Received April's SAP payment.
It came in late.
But we're still out.
We're still
May
down, yeah.
Housing and May staff.
So technically, we housed for the month of May the state inmates at no charge. But you didn't release them, you held on to them. Okay, I was just curious. All right.
The count sheet. Checks in the mail.
Oh, if the check's not in the mail.
That's why we have to do something tonight so that we can continue business until the close of the year. I just feel, I'm like me and Judge Daugherty spoke earlier this week, when we, have emails that say that it's going to be.
Well, we've got to do the transfer
Does this
anyway.
affect every county or just certain counties?
Every county.
Every county.
Housing for the state of Kentucky.
Every county that has a detention center housing state inmates.
Motion to
Is,
make
real
the
quick, is the
budget
governor gonna be
transfer,
down?
and the check
28th.
will be in the mail.
It won't be transferred
Unless
It
it's
won't be
needed.
transferred unless the check is not in the mail.
Second.
Just so you know, as the governor will be here in Marion County on the 28th, so if we don't have a check,
He
it
may
might
be gonna hand deliver it.
might be good to, Sheriff, we might want to talk to him.
He's
I
going,
wanna have a-
You have him a room reserved. Have him a room reserved down there.
He is touring the jail that day.
Yeah, before he leaves, make sure we got a check.
Before,
Yeah, or a credit card or something, so.
When they walk back out.
We have a motion, Mr. Master.
Second.
You good on that?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Quinn?
Yeah.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. West? Mr. Bishop? Yes. Unanimous.
That's a good one, take.
item number 13 on the agenda is consider approval of annual wage increase for county employees.
Motion,
What is that?
Was it 3%?
3%.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Master?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker? Yes. Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Item number 14 is something we had passed in a previous meeting, but we had to separate it from the way we had to do it individually, and I didn't do it that way. So Mike Burris from Lincoln Trail has asked me to redo that. So item 14 is consider approval of the Marion County Fair Housing Policy. The fair housing policy was an inadvertently left out May 26 minutes. The policy should be voted on separately, so I think I put it back in your all's folders if you want to look at that.
Motion to approve.
Second. Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Master?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Item number 15 is department reports.
Well, things are going fairly well. We got 3 projects started right now, and I think there's 2 more going to start. Between that and regular maintenance and the blacktop, and I'd say we'll have a pretty full year. Fuel's warming up about 50 cents the past month or so. Diesel has, that's a whole lot, really.
Yes, it is. It was down cheap, but they've caught up quick.
Yeah, it was staying like 180, 190, now it's went to 240. Which is
We
pretty
start charging. Fuel surcharge. Everybody else does.
Good idea, but I don't
I
think.
don't know who's gonna pay it.
We've about finished mowing, and just now cleaning up the county with the mowers, we've about done that.
Right now, Mother Nature's helping you.
Yeah.
Getting kinda
plus
dry.
the spray is
Yeah.
still not growing real well, but it got a little tall on us before we got all sprayed. It's basically just cleaned it up.
Yeah.
We ever hear anything back where we were talking about using Larry Hunt Road as a test road to try that?
No, I haven't contacted them for a while yet. I've got to have another road to do it with. It's, I guess it's equivalent to that, and that's kind of hard to find. Joner Knob was about the only one I can think of that's even close.
Because you had to have, what, two-mile stretches or?
2 miles, yeah. I'll look into it again. Hornback's supposed to look at the fairgrounds project tomorrow. Supposed to go out there tomorrow about it. So I guess they'll start on it maybe sometime next week.
What about the bridges? You got all the bridges,
Planning on doing Siloam.
Yeah.
And White Oak is I did have one on Warren Lane on there, but the White Oak is really in terrible shape.
yeah.
But I don't know that we can even do 2 this year, can we? Just one.
I have to look and see. I don't remember what we said earlier.
We really need to do, Siloam if it's on.
Siloam's the one
The
that's,
bus can't even come across.
Since that new method that they come out with this year, checking the bridges, it really
Yeah.
set us back.
yeah, we were in really good shape till they somehow or another their weight, they're calculating different than they were when they put them in. So, I mean, we put some bridges in within the past 10 years and they say the weight's not posted right or making us post it. I don't
Well,
know.
they're posted bridges that weren't
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tremendous drop, you know, if it wasn't posted at all.
On Salem Road up there, and I will agree, that one needs to be taken care of. I mean, that's something the court might want to look at. Even though I understand it would have to come out of the general fund, I think that's something we might want to look at for a repair standpoint, because it does.
I know it's changed the school bus route, I do know that.
But there was so much funding if we use that new product, is that correct? To try to use that new, wasn't it so much rubber?
If you got 2 miles, they would pay for 2 miles of the tire chip seal. It's
Okay.
experimental, what it is. So that's what the agreement was.
Do you have a price on the Salem Road Bridge?
Yeah, I don't have it with me.
Do you have I'm just curious what,
What was it, 170?
I can't
About
remember.
160,000. That was just a rough estimate for the back.
your
We'll
community,
have to bid them and everything.
your community development funding, you could take care of that over 10 years. Or, excuse me, it'd be more than that, it'd be about 16 years, so.
He won't be here that long.
On that chip seal, what'd you say, you had one road already?
Well, we've got one good road that qualifies, but I need to match something. They're wanting two that they
Yeah.
can,
Pay for one, experiment the other,
where they can look at them and
Judge
see
'em.
the difference in the results.
Well, you need about-
It has to be 2 miles long?
Well, I mean, I guess you could,
they want,
you maybe have 2 1-mile ones, but you still.
What about, what's the name of the road we chip sealed down in
there's
your
lots of roads
district?
you can do,
yeah.
We did Homestead Valley. Homestead.
already
but it's
surfaced.
already been researched.
Yeah, but
Bob,
that's now
Did you
Craig.
say Bald Knob Road, or did you say that? How long is it?
It's not that long.
It's probably miles, so.
Maybe I need to talk to them, see if we can maybe do 2 roads.
I was trying to think of a lot of them aren't 2 miles, those are gravel.
There's only 4 counties in Kentucky that's gonna get it, but if you don't apply, you don't have an opportunity, so
Might as well apply.
give it a try anyway.
Well, the chip seal in a lot of cases, I don't know if it's, I mean, the free is good, but it's not a very good alternative.
When we started on Homestead,
Tried it time or two.
when we started on Homestead, when you go from gravel that's got some potholes to chip seal, it looks good for a while,
Breaks down
but it
quick.
breaks down pretty bad.
Get what you pay for.
Yeah.
They made, well, no, that's right.
It's about half the cost or more of blacktop. Chip seal is, I mean, it's pretty expensive.
But you can come in and blacktop over it in so many years, so
Well, if you do
makes
that,
a good
that's
base.
fine. Yeah.
that's what I was
But
gonna
if
say,
you
because
don't,
it would,
that's where you call
it'd
it.
still save money in the long run.
Makes a good base.
Yeah. If you got your ditches and everything in place on a road, you know, it's wide enough.
It's all about the base.
I would like to ask to hire a sanitation worker to advertise to hire for sanitation worker.
Motion to approve?
Second,
Mr. Yoder?
Yes.
Mr. Mash?
yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Quell?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Unanimous. That's all I got.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
I'm good.
Barry, you got anything else?
Yeah, busy week. Judge Doherty, myself, Terry Mills met with the Secretary of Justice and the Deputy Secretary of Justice. They come down to Marion County, spent about 2.5 hours in the jail, kind of went through the county's green initiatives as well as what we did with the programs and what we've done with the programs. It was a meeting that it ended on some positive notes, but we're still, what we're actually asking is I'm asking them to, put us in under the heroin bill, and which would fund us $234,000 towards our program initiative that we've done so far. At the time, once I have that, if that agreement goes through, then we would relinquish the $78,000 that they offered us through community corrections for that program. So as of right now, it's on phone calls and stuff, but it was a very positive meeting. I appreciate the judge showing up and Terry as well. Went over real well. We also had one of the educational folks from DLC attended. Marion County is, we made number one. We are number one in adult education GEDs. And statewide, Marion County on percentage-wise, based on our population and the amount of GEDs that have been issued, Marion County now ranks the number one county by population. On the return side, we rank number 2 in NCRCs on the National Career Readiness testing. And overall ranking statewide, Marion County comes in number 3. John Sparrow he's been asked to attend the KET talk points on adult education. So Marion County, Hardin County, and Fayette County will be debuted this coming Tuesday at the June 21st on KET. There are some talks right now that KET is interested in coming to Marion County to take a show based on our initiatives with inmate programming as well as our inmate GED programming. We had 9 inmates that graduated, had to do a graduation program on Monday, receiving their GED. And a lot of the efforts are, is with this, the amount of programs and focus on education facility contributes that. But, we got tutors that give a lot of time, but we have a part-time staff, retired teacher Diane Evans. She does our GED testing. She came in on Monday at 6 o'clock in the morning. This one prisoner had tested last week, and he had missed his GED by 1 point. And Miss Evans took it out her time, come in early. They set up the testing center, was able to give him his processing through the test, and you're able to get your results with just in minutes. And he obtained his GED. He was within a point last week, and this week he was on it. So a lot of accolades and applause to Diane Evans, to John Sparrow, to all my counseling staff. But again, that's a lot to be proud of as our county. Marion County ranks number 1 in percentages on adult education GEDs.
Are you talking as a whole county, or are you just talking detention?
Whole county.
Yeah.
Whole county. But the premise of that is that the Adult Education Center and the Marion County Education, they get a lot of credit for what we do down there at the jails. A lot of counties, and it was brought up during the meeting with the Secretary of Justice and the Deputy Secretary, because they kind of asked, you all like really boomed in your numbers. But there's a lot of county jails and counties that when they schedule GED, they schedule it for Tuesday at 3 p.m. If something happens, they can't have their class, and they usually void out and wait till the next week. We do educational classes 7 days a week. We have tutors, and these are inmate tutors. It's like paying it forward. They put a lot of energy into it, so that's a lot of the success. But I would suggest everybody pay it. Next Tuesday, the 21st, KET, John Sparrow, and talking about Marion County's success with the GED programs, and then we're slated for for the jail to be kind of reviewed on KET as well. So a lot of those talks are always in the positive when it comes out to the grant numbers and stuff. And there are supposedly really hoping that there are some career readiness, there's some career development grants that'll be soon available right after the new budget. And I'm sure that we're going to be trying to be at the front end of that if we can as well.
Yeah, the GED program's excellent. Had a great start, great foundation years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Martha Elder.
Martha.
That's right.
She'd be proud.
Yes, she
Marion
would.
County's number 1.
She'd be very proud.
I would name handed me the sheet. It just looks good. Here we are when it comes to GED. Marion County ranks number 1 in the state.
I had an opportunity to go to graduation, I think it was 2 months ago, and it was, to hear the stories is really, it's good.
We did have one of the school board members attend this time. We've had some folks from, I know the Enterprise has attended. It's a touching moment. When they get that high school equivalent, there were so many guys that that just really are proud of themselves and their accomplishment, but it's very touching. I mean, they really appreciate the document and the level of education that they've attained. It's good.
The guys in there yesterday, when the secretary was there, they couldn't believe how much better Marion County jail programs were than where they came from. Some of them had been to several different places, so.
Oh, yeah, it got to be, of course, we allowed yesterday, it was we hosted the tour of the jail, but I gave the classification of orange, and that was your jail classification, as well as that, and then your community service classification. All of them had groups to speak, and they was pretty boisterous from that. I mean, they was vocal. They let the secretary know about how appreciative and how far advanced they've been able to come through Marion County with their education and recovery than they have in other jails.
Did you say anything to the secretary about the checks?
Yes, that's exactly what we had.
Okay, I'm just
What was
making
it?
sure. So, you know.
His was like the checks in the mail.
Oh, okay, there you go,
He said, I work for the government.
Gotcha, okay.
What was the rate? Marion County's recidivism rate was 73%, and the state rate's 42.
State's around 46. Marion County's hitting around 70, and that's a study specific on ours. So yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah, it's really, and I'm excited about the KET and some of that stuff with GED. That's going to be good. Tune in on 21st.
Well, as Magistrate Bishop always says, you're the best jailer in the state.
That's right. You ever think about coming down and doing a program?
I think that chair has always said that.
Come down and film it.
Chair did.
That'd be a good day for the
I'm
court
sorry.
to debut.
What was that, Master? I'm sorry.
I think that particular chair
Oh, okay.
has always made
There you
that
go.
comment.
That is true. That is
So
true.
Master Bishop should continue the effort.
Yes.
If we're ever to secure KET for a filming, I mean, that'd be a good day for you all to be present.
Show up.
That's
Yeah.
okay. What,
That's okay.
do you know what time that comes on KET?
I am not sure. John Sparrow has, I'll try to get
Yeah.
the number of the
If you-
times for
Shoot us
John
text
and
on
get
that.
If you
maybe
could-
get it out to
If you could let us know, that'd be great. I appreciate
Before I
it.
forget too, Barry, I know you all have a picnic coming up Saturday night. Is that correct? Okay.
Most definitely.
If they're
Make sure
gonna
you
bring
make
the
it
cameras
so you
down, we'll definitely be down there.
Country dining.
June 18th.
June 18th, Saturday. Start, mass in the cemetery at 4, meal starts at 4 to 8 on the meal. Always a good time.
Will you and Sheriff Clements both be participating in
We'll
that?
both be participating in our official, his official capacity, and I'll be in my official president of the community center capacity.
So does that mean you're not doing anything, or
I'm
what?
not doing anything.
I mean, I was just wondering.
I'll end up with the tea jars.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. I think that chair serves the tea also.
Yeah.
I help with other things. I don't hand out chicken and I don't serve tea.
I can't, he won't touch it. And
He's got something, for some reason, he's got this issue with serving tea. I don't know what it is.
I would take that.
He don't have the smile. Some kind of phobia.
He's in there.
Is it chicken fire from way back?
Chicken wings frying and stuff.
Oh, there you go. Chicken eating.
Think about eating them or cooking them.
Marion County's own Colonel Sanders, huh? Colonel Craig.
Get the garbage, it's Tommy got the garbage truck shown.
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mary.
Barry. Thank you. EMS Robbie's not here, so.